He's been involved in all of the attacks they've played so far, and now he might be involved again as the ball is played in behind the defence here. Oh, and George Long has caught the Preston player in the penalty area, and it is a penalty. Down goes Emil Rees in the penalty area. Long came off his line. Rees had got in behind the Norwich defence, and he got to the ball first. Long has caught Rees, down he goes. Preston penalty inside the first 5 minutes, and there's no card for the Norwich goalkeeper, and from here that looked like a fairly straightforward decision. Long's conceded the penalty, and now he bounces up and down on his goal line trying to make amends, but he can't. He's been beaten, and it is Preston who are off to the perfect start at Deepdale. Greenwood has been lively in the early part of this game, and he has dispatched that penalty emphatically. And after just 5.5 minutes, it's Preston North End 1, Norwich City 0. Cordoba plays one towards the edge of the Preston penalty. Goalkeeper came and didn't get there, and Sainz just hooked it goalwards, and the goalkeeper makes a sprawling stop. Sargent not quite close enough to take advantage, but there was a real breakdown in communications there. I think it was the fullback Kessler Hayden who tried to clear the ball, not knowing the goalkeeper was out behind him, and it fell for Sainz. It was an awkward hooked finish almost over his shoulder, and the keeper, Freddie Woodman, did well to sprawl back and block it, didn't he? Callum Fisher dispossessed. Duffy gets the block in, but Preston exposing Norwich here, and it's Holmes in the penalty area. Low shot, 2-0. Preston have come flying out of the blocks here against Norwich City. They've come up with a game plan to stifle the Canaries, and it's really working. They won the ball high up the pitch there, released Dwayne Holmes, the right winger, and he sprinted into the Norwich penalty area, arrowed the ball past George Long, and the Canaries well and truly up against it. 11 minutes gone, Preston 2, Norwich 0. From the right-hand side, he does loop this one into the Norwich penalty area. Sargent heads it away. Sienats with a looping header further clear, and it's turned into a great pass to Sainz, and from that long throw-in, Norwich are on the counter-attack. They need a goal back. Sainz skips in from that left-hand side, brought down, and the appeals for a yellow card from David Fox are heard straight away, and it's the Preston captain, Ben Whiteman, who is booked yellow card. Norwich need to get back into this one. 2-0 down, free kick, left-hand side on BBC Radio Norfolk. Marcondes and Slimani standing over it. Everyone back for Preston. Slimani runs over it. Marcondes whips it into the penalty area. Not a bad delivery. It's come off a defender's head. It's not away yet. It's going to fall for the bouncing shot to come in from Kenny McLean from the edge of the penalty area. Never really got hold of it, and it bounces behind. And half an hour gone, it's still Preston 2, Norwich 0. McLean has a bit of room. Closed down now by Rees, lays it off to Cordoba. Norwich have possession. Can they get anywhere with it? Slimani's made an intelligent run towards the left-hand side, corner of the penalty area. Now cuts in field here, 25 yards out. Lays it off to Kellen Fisher. Fisher to Sainz, who's gone out to the right-hand side to try and get some joy. Slimani involved again here for Norwich City. Gives it to Fisher, crossing opportunity from the right-hand side. In it comes, touch at the near post. Oh, it's got in! Norwich have got one back right at the end of this first half. It's Borja Sainz's 9th goal of the season, and it just changes the feeling after what's been a really poor first half for Norwich City. They've got themselves back into it in first half stoppage time. Fisher's cross near post. Sainz found some room and just helped it on its way into the net. Preston 2, Norwich 1. Here's Marcondes with a bit of room. Up towards the halfway line. Cordoba's gone in front of him here, the centre-back. On to Cade Gordon. There's half-time substitute. Can he have an influence on this game? He's on the right wing. Cutting in, playing it quickly towards the Norwich goal scorer Sainz. 25 yards out, tries to run between two Preston defenders. Very difficult to do that. Loses possession. Cordoba's high up the pitch. Greenwood shakes him off. Clips one over the top of Duffy. It's a delightful ball, and Rees could be in. He's sprinting away from Duffy. Emil Rees for Preston puts it wide. Glorious chance. They were doing that for fun in the first 15-20 minutes, getting in behind the Norwich defence. Rees did there. Long came out to meet him, narrowed the angle, and Rees has put it wide of the post. But here come Preston with Rees up towards the edge of the penalty area. Down he goes. Marcondes has won it though cleanly. When I say poor away from home, I meant particularly in the latter stages of last season. Marcondes finds Duffy, and now he's accelerating over the halfway line. Shane Duffy carrying Norwich forward. Slides it to Sargent in the penalty area. This could be the chance for Sargent. Gives it back to Duffy. Oh, it's a goal! And it's Shane Duffy, the centre-back, who's sprinted the length of the pitch. He started the move. He finishes it off. He slides on his knees and blows a cheeky little kiss at the Preston supporters who've come to the front of the stand. What a moment that is for Shane Duffy. He's equalised. The comeback is complete for now, and it's Preston 2, Norwich 2. Sargent haven't had a lot of the ball, but they'll get it now. Sargent gets through so much hard work for Norwich, even in the games where the chances don't fall to him. Oh, Duffy's been dispossessed by Frantic. This could be real problems for Norwich City now. Emil Rees in the penalty area from the angle, turns Doyle, gets the shot in, it's blocked brilliantly by Cordoba. What a recovery that was. Shane Duffy, the hero earlier on, getting it back to 2-2, and then caught in possession inside his own half. Norwich coming from 2-0 down. Stacey gives it to Josh Sargent, halfway inside the Preston half. Wide to the left it goes, and Doyle, who crosses early into the penalty area. Won't run for Sainz. It does run for Jack Stacey from the byline. He crosses. Oh, and it's cut out inside the 6-yard box by a Preston defender and cleared. Duffy keeps the pressure on, heads it forward to young Forsyth here. 25 yards out, Gabriel Forsyth. Tightly marked by McCann, so has to lay it off to the more experienced Kenny McLean. On now to Sainz. He's got Stacey available on the right-hand side. Here is Jack Stacey. To Borja Sainz once more. Heavy touch. Gets tackled. Throw into Preston in their left-back position. Head off the hook a little bit there. Still might be time for one last Norwich attack. Doyle has it. Just over the halfway line for Norwich City. Gabriel Forsyth has space. Halfway inside the Preston half. Looks to get it wide right to Jack Stacey, who comes in field on his left foot, aims it into the penalty area. He's got too much on that, and it goes behind. And that may well be the last action of the game, and it is the last action of a frantic championship tussle at Deepdale. Norwich City get their second point on the road this week. And some of the Norwich players are on their haunches. That's taken so much out of them. They were 2-0 down here after 12 minutes, a nightmare start. But they were able to roar back into it. Borja Sainz pulling one back just before half-time. And then an absolutely cracking equaliser from Shane Duffy. Usually when you read that Shane Duffy has scored the goal, you expect it must have been a header from a set piece. This one wasn't. He charged forward from halfway, had the ball slip back into his path from Sargent and hammered home the equaliser. After that, having got back to 2-2, Norwich didn't create much. Preston had a couple of openings, notably for Emil Rees, who had a glorious chance to make it 3-1 just before Duffy got the equaliser. It was a real old tussle, but when you consider that Norwich were 2-0 down after 12 minutes and that Preston hadn't conceded a goal here in the league since the opening night of the season, to salvage a point from that, again, I suppose that has to be a good one, doesn't it, for Norwich City?